So this is a brand partner meeting for July 7th in the United States. Um,
And July 8th in Australia
yeah,
and New Zealand.
yeah, exactly. All right. So I wanted to just share with you guys. So Jen O'Sullivan is a naturopath that is on Lifeway. She's the one that had that great post, Nolene, if you remember, a while ago.
Totally. Totally.
And can you guys see what I'm
Yep.
sharing? Okay.
Yep.
And anyway, so she updated her website, and I don't know if she's in our upline or not. Do you know, Annie?
I think she's on the Evolve team.
I
I'm
think
pretty
she
sure
is
she's on the
too.
Evolve team.
I think she is too because oh, Elizabeth's joining. Great. Um
Awesome.
and because our the team is so huge, right? Team Evolve is so huge. I mean,
Massive.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I
Well,
see people
Stu
interact.
Peters is on this team.
Yeah, Stu
Um,
Peters, Alex Zek,
Alex
um,
Zach's on this team.
Crystal
Well,
Tini,
Michael Jaco is
Michael
on the other.
Jago, Crystal
He's
Tini,
on the
like
other
they're
one, I think. Yeah.
oh no, he's not.
Oh, he's not? Oh,
No,
okay.
because
Oh,
he's in
all right.
our because they show his
Oh,
his to the points. I think he is. I don't know. Maybe he's not, but I thought he was.
okay. Okay.
I could be wrong. Anyway, so I think she's in our upline. So she created a really good website on the patches. And now her website, when she first started, when we first knew about her, because Annie's known about her for quite some time because she was a really big deal in Young Living.
Mm-hmm.
And she was very high up. And then she got canned from Young Living because she started promoting the patches. And so they canned her. And because they said
Yeah,
she could,
completely removed her access from her downline. Like they stripped her of her downline, of her all the things.
yeah, yeah. And it's interesting because a lot of people have migrated from Young Living over to LifeWave. So I think that's very interesting. And they're both located in Utah now because they've moved the headquarters to Utah. So
That's just
anyway,
it's weird. Why? There's no competition. Like one's an oil company, one's a stem cell company.
I know
Like
they're
what
really
the?
not in competition. It's just
No.
probably fear,
Yeah. Yeah.
because they could work in conjunction with each other, I think,
Big time.
Yeah.
Big
So
time.
anyway, she had a site and it was pretty good. It wasn't that full. And I was doing our site and I was looking at hers and I kind of, took a couple ideas here and there, but not much. And then I noticed that her site started getting more beefed up and then more beefed up and higher quality and like the content was like really good and it's better than the one that Marcy on our team promotes, which is startx39now.com, which is good, but it really focuses on X39 and not any of the other patches. So anyway, so then Jen, we recently I found out from a Facebook post that she created that patch manual that's for new members, and it is expensive. It's $25 US. Um, but I just decided I'm going to get it because I just want to see what it is. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I was blown away at how good it was. And I like her branding and everything that she does. And so I went back to her site today and I'm like, she keeps adding to it. And so I honestly think that the first place you should send somebody is her site to learn. And Annie, you can, tell me what you think, but she has two videos now and they're both short now. She has the one on phototherapy and then she has one that she just did. And it's a 5-minute video of her explaining LifeWave. And it's very good.
Wow.
Yeah, I just watched it and I was
Well,
like,
she's got her
okay,
side by side there. I'm like, hello.
yeah. And so this is so good, you guys. And she has all the patents and everything on the front page. She's got, all that stuff, what to expect. And it's funny because it looks like she went to our site too and took some of our images and stuff because I'm like, wait a minute, because I took some of her stuff and now she's taking our stuff, but which of course I don't care. But anyway, so it's really good. And this is just the home page, but she also has, this is what's so good. She has a page on every single patch. And I'm going to
Oh,
show you what she has. Like she calls this the Radiance patch, which I thought was great. I haven't heard it called like that. And the way she words things, it's very compliant, but at the same time, because she'll say elevates the production of this peptide, which is known for, and then all the benefits, of the patch. And I think this is an outstanding website. And then she has some blog stuff, Patch Education. It's not too filled up yet, but I think Annie, you just shared something on our Telegram chat,
Yeah.
the Eeyore effect, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
But there's some interesting things in here I didn't know. So it's basically like if you're overly tired when you start on X39, she'll explain why and what you may have to do and if you have additional pain and that kind of stuff. And she explained why they don't recommend pregnancy, cancer, and transplants, which was not what I was told. So so anyway, it's very good and she has authority because she's a naturopath and I think she has like a bunch of different qualifications, if I'm not mistaken.
She does.
Yeah, and then she even has a one about the opportunity, and explains it in a very minimal way, that makes people understand. And so anyway, um, it's just really good. It's really good. And I was like, should I, make sure that our site looks like this, or should we send them here and then we just have all additional information that's not here that we want our people to know on our site? So I don't know, but I highly recommend you guys check it out. She explains how you get paid. Like she didn't have any of this stuff up there before.
No.
And she explains cycle bonuses and all of this is in her manual too, the manual that
Sweet.
I ordered off Amazon. And she explains the different levels and just really impressed with all of the work that she did. This took a long time to put together, and it's phenomenal. It has the only thing it doesn't have is the a lot of the testimonials. So anyway, I just and she even has like download the manual, the new member, and I think you pay for that as well. I think it's $20 for the PDF, whereas I think it's $25 for the. And it's funny because she had the checklist before that I downloaded, and that made me come up with the idea of our checklist. But this she has keeps going and more information. And it's so beneficial for especially for new people. It might be a little overwhelming for new people, but
Mm.
that's why you guys come to this meeting to ask questions. Then she's also got some great marketing tools in here that's all in her branding. And she's got a trifold brochure. These aren't quite as good as the new ones for Team Evolve, and I can show that in a minute because Ron Rayburn keeps promoting those. But she's got I love her, the way she explains the patch placement. It's much better than our little cheat sheet we have.
Yeah.
That the diagrams and illustrations are much better. And she explains the acupressure locations and different little protocols and stuff, which I thought was really good. And then she's also got this was what I loved. Look what she's got, Annie. Stickers. She's
Oh,
got stickers. We were talking about doing stickers for like the back of the patches because once you undo the patch and slap it on, you don't know what patch it is. If you wear a lot of patches like me, and I'll forget, like, was this my X39 or X49, or was this my glutathione or Eon or whatever? But she doesn't have them for all of them. But I thought that was really, really cool.
is that what she
Um,
uses them for?
I think they're for that. Now it's probably to put on the outside of the stickers for marketing purposes. So if you give people like a little, envelope of free patches, it has that, you know. And when I went to the boot camp in May, one of the guys on our team, Al, who is so cool, and he's kind of a autistic genius kind of guy, and he came up with all these ideas of to put information on the patch that it basically had your name and your phone number or something like that, and X39 or something like that. That was interesting. But anyway, I thought this was really an interesting idea. So anyway, I think that's what these are for. So I could be wrong. Maybe it's just to stick on, but he has here yeah, so I don't know. But anyway, I and great branding idea. She's got a table runner, if you have an event. And then it looks like these are sold out. So she's got some cards, I think. Now there are oh, see, look, this looks like it's for all of them. For labels, yeah.
Well, no, she's got there for metal tins.
But this says, oh, perfect for half-ounce or 1-ounce containers. Um, yeah, she says recommend metal tins for storing the patches in, but comes with one label for each patch. Oh, I guess so you could stick that if you stored the patches, like all of your glutathione patches in one little 1-ounce tin.
Container.
So,
Yeah.
and interesting. Anyway, she has kind of a similar idea that Kelsey had, right? With
Yeah.
labeling, right? So anyway, she has some really cool stuff. And then also, I don't know if you guys have actually been to the start333biz.com. Now, you can order marketing materials from there. Now, I doubt they ship outside the United States. I don't think they do, but they do have they've added some new stuff. Um, and Ron Rayburn is really pushing this right now. And he's the one that, I mean, God only knows how much money that guy makes. Um, and he just keeps going and going and going because he's way above Marcy, right? Um, so like if you go down to, oh, where is where did I get into the system? Oh, here it is. Okay. Have you guys, Elizabeth, have you ever been in the back end of this?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. And
I just have a quick question, Jody. I came in just shortly after you started talking.
uh-huh.
Is the woman, I think her name is Jen.
Yes,
Is
Jen
that,
O'Sullivan. Uh-huh.
did you say she was on the Evolve team?
We believe she is. We believe she is.
Okay.
Yeah, because she uses some verbiage that Marcy uses too.
I've seen her
Um,
with like Pam Frey and that, and some of those
okay.
guys in photos and stuff.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And then and this is the back end of the Team Evolve's business site. And anybody who hasn't gone into that that's on the call can access that. I can give you the information for that. But they've got some great tools in here. It's not the most elegantly designed website, but if you go into, I think the marketing materials are in tools. Yeah, and then you've got marketing materials. Business bags are for like all these little things you can put if you have like an event or something in a bag. There's also business cards. They've done new business cards. They're pretty good. The last ones were not that great. We have a template for business cards as well on Canva that you can customize for yourself if you want to. So there's a lot of different options to go from there. If you're outside the United States, I don't think they mail this stuff to you because like if you look on it like for business cards, you have to like it's kind of old school. You don't do the order online. It's a PDF and you fill it out. And then I guess I don't know how you contact, what's her name? Sally, Sally Fung. And so you would order from her, you know? And so now I have a contact, I'm connected to her on Telegram, Sally. And so you can contact her through Telegram or texting or whatever to order certain things. But I don't know if you like send this to her or fax it to her. Like I don't, or you
You might
make a
just email
copy.
it.
Yeah, maybe you email it, you download it and email it. So, but they do have some really nice cards here that they've updated. They're really nice. And then they also have what they call the social cards, and you can put your picture on here, and they're like the little squares that you can give people. So they're pretty good. And then, but the things that they have done recently that are really good are these, what is Ron calling them? They're cards like that stand up in an event, and they're long. And they have so many marketing materials now. I mean, it's pretty good. Um, so whoops, what happened here? Okay, hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, so they've got posters that you can order, table throws. This is for like events. Um, just do this. There we go. Okay. And trifolds, car magnets, self-healing with light book. That's amazing. Well, where are those new cards? I just saw them that Ron is doing. You know what I'm talking about, Annie?
Yeah, the trifold ones. I
No,
don't think they've updated on the website yet.
I saw them here. Yeah, they're not trifolds. Oh, here they are. This is them. Yeah, there were, oh no, that's a banner. But oh, here they are. This is it. Yeah, okay. So they're called rack cards. That's what they're called. So they're like the kind of rack cards you would like if you go into a nail salon or something and they're standing up, like that. And so you can order like front and back, different, like this could be a front or this could be a front. And Ron right now is using this as a front and I think this as a back. I think this one. And he said he's having tremendous success. Now he's already, I mean, he became a senior presidential director in 16 weeks, after he joined. So
He's the one that only promotes X39, right?
That's right.
pretty much that's because that's what he learned and that's what
Yeah,
healed
right.
him. And for
Right.
you guys that don't know about him, he was a chimney sweep in California.
Still is.
And he was, in his late 60s. I think he's 70 now or something. I don't know. He's been doing this, what, 3 years or a little bit over 3 years.
Something
And
like that, yeah.
so, and somebody, I forgot who gave it to him, and he started healing and his story is absolutely hilarious. It's on YouTube. You can find it. And he's just a real casual guy. Like he always wears jeans and a t-shirt and like a bandana on his head. And anyway, so it healed him. And then he just started saying, hey, have you heard of X39? It healed my life or something. And that's like he just had like a one-liner and he keeps signing up diamonds all over the place. And I don't know if it's just his energy or what, but he's, probably one of the top earners in the company. And I'm assuming he makes several $1,000,000 a year, just based on what I know people who are under him make. So, and he just keeps going out and sharing it every day. He keeps doing it. And he said he is still a chimney sweep, even though he like owns all these homes now. He has a big ranch in California. He met the love of his life, who's a flight attendant, and she's still a flight attendant, and she does LifeWave, and she's absolutely beautiful. And they're so cute together. But anyway, so you can order all kinds of stuff depending on how you want to promote this. Because I know some people want to promote like at a patching party at their home or somewhere. They want to go to a chiropractor's office and do a talk, or they just want to promote online. Like Annie and I are more using social media and online to promote, or just we both each have a big circle of people, but we also, because of our wellness podcast, we have people who know about us, so it's been a little bit easier for us. So I know I've talked a lot and I'm going to shut up now and take any questions, or if you guys want to see something else.
Well, I actually just want to ask, because last week we were talking about cycle bonuses, right? And you were chomping at the bit to cycle bonus to 10
Yes.
in 1 week. So do you want to update what you've learned about
yes,
cycle bonusing?
Yes. So remember that, Elizabeth? I was like, when I get to 10, I'm going to unlock the depths, for at least the Kraken. And I was like so excited, right? And I did it this week. I have cycle bonused, I think 13 times as of just right before, right? And I was so excited, but because I'm not senior director anymore, I dip back down. I don't get the third level and beyond. And I was like,
oh God, how disappointing.
I was just like, ah, But I will say this: I have made close to $1,000 this week, and I have not enrolled anybody. So
wow, terrific,
that's huge.
Yeah. Now did make an extra bonus off of a diamond. Actually, it was Joey's, because Anne Marie's not a manager yet, which I'm trying to get her to manager because she would have gotten part of that. Because Joey enrolled under her. So Anne Marie got, I think, 200. Well, I also got 200 because I'm the next level up of director. And then probably somebody above me got the last 100. And so, and Ellen, you probably don't know, we've learned so much about the compensation plan because we're learning it, because we're going, well, how come that happened this month and it didn't happen that, last month?
Right.
Yeah, we're learning that like for example, for a diamond, if you are a senior director, you always get $500 when you enroll a diamond. And if you enroll or upgrade to a diamond, you get that senior director product introduction bonus of $500 for the first 14 weeks only. And then after that, it's whatever you're paid as whatever your rank is. So if you are not a manager yet and you're past the 14 weeks and you're a diamond, then you get the $200 for a diamond. And then $500 always gets paid out for a diamond. So you would get the $200 and then the next 100, I think, no, 200. If there's no manager between, like Anne Marie would have gotten 100, I believe. And then I would have gotten either 100 or 200. I can't remember because I was a director. But there was no manager between us, so I got 200. And then somebody above me is going to get 100. So it gets split out depending on your rank. So, like, for example, Joey enrolled as a diamond under Anne Marie, and Anne Marie's past her 14 weeks as a
14
diamond.
weeks.
Yeah, she's past that, and she's not manager yet because she would have gotten 300 if she had been a manager.
Oh, I better hurry up and get to manager.
I know. Yeah, exactly. So you get more, and also you qualify for your more cycle bonuses. So a cycle bonus is where your personal volume for the week is 330, at least 330 on one leg and 660 on the other. Okay. And every time that happens, you get a $50 cycle bonus. And when you do 6 cycle bonuses in 1 week, then you unlock the next layer down. And then you make a percentage of the cycle bonuses of people under you.
Okay.
Now, if you are not a manager, you cannot make more than $100 a week in cycle bonuses. Now they'll accrue and they'll be there for you, but you can't realize it. Like it doesn't go into your commissions that you get paid. So like Anne Marie is missing out on about $300 this week because she's not a manager yet. And then another $100 for Jackie's thing. Now the cycle bonus will still be there for her when she ranks up. And
Okay.
so, like she could have made a lot more. And so once you're a manager, then you can make up to $1,500 a week in cycle bonuses. And then now most people don't make that much as a manager, especially if you're just starting out. It's hard, to have that much volume. And then once you reach director, the next level up. And director is where you just have 2 managers under you, one on the left and one on the right. And then once you reach up to director, then you can make $2,500 a week in cycle bonuses. And then once you rank up to senior director, you can make $3,500 a month in cycle bonuses. And I believe, and then it just keeps going up. It just keeps going up. And so there's executive director, presidential director, and senior presidential director. And after senior director, it's only volume as long as you stay for the qualifications of senior director, then you just need the volume. And so for senior presidential director, you can make up to $25,000 a week in cycle bonuses. That's the max you can make. Now the cycle matching bonuses, that's where you can unlock the layers under that. Once you cycle bonus 6 times, you unlock the first layer. Once you cycle bonus 10 times, and you're a senior director, you unlock the 3rd level and to the depths of your legs. And so that's where the big money is when you start building the volume under you. And they help you with that. LifeWave helps you because you'll see people under you. And it's just this, I don't know how it works, but it just works. So they usually help you with one leg. And so that's where you want to try to build the other leg. And that's why you want to make sure you understand like how many are on the left and how many are on the right and how to change that. And I'm going to show you guys because a lot of people forget how to do this. So let me get into my back office and I'll show you guys. Because some people will go, I have 8 people on my right side and nobody on their left side, and they could have already been a manager. So so share this. So here is mine. So to change usually what happens is the company just does your strong leg. And so if you enroll somebody, that just goes under what they call your strong leg outside, whatever leg they're helping you with, it can be left and it can be right. So to change that setting, say you have 4 people on your left and nobody on your right, then you're going to go to your up here and then go to change settings. And then you're going to scroll almost all the way down. And then you'll see here where it says, what is your binary placement preference when you begin sponsoring new members? And then you switch sides. And you'll be able to tell when you look at your personally enrolled team under organization here, like how many brand partners you have and what sides and all this kind of stuff. And if you have a lot of people under you, like I do, you can actually filter this by type and side. So then you can see how many people you have on either side, And I don't have that many personally enrolled. I just have a lot of people under me, because I've been a little bit strategic. And so anyway, that's how you can decide, oh my gosh, I need another person on my left because somebody went inactive. So that's how you change sides, and that's how you want to make sure that you have, you want to look at your rank advancement here. Because I dipped down from senior director, so now I'm a director, because both of my directors who are on this call have dipped down from director to manager, but they're both one person away from bumping back up. So here I have this, like that's what I need, because they need to go back up to director, which I know will happen this week.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll happen this week. So
So you
anyway,
want to make sure that before you enroll someone, you check
you always
what
check your
that setting
sides.
is.
Yeah.
Because I enrolled someone and it was after I got them enrolled, I thought, oh God, I forgot to check what
Now
side.
you can change it within a week.
Right.
there's 5 days grace.
Luckily, I had it set at the right thing, but I remember now that's the first thing I've got to do is check that.
But it's hard to change when they enroll somebody, because like I had to change Nolene, and she enrolled somebody right away. I mean, maybe even two people, and it was like an act of God to get her moved.
Right.
It was
I
really
understand.
hard.
Yeah, I had the same
Quite
for
a
mum. I
process.
had one bang bang right after the other, and
Yeah.
then I had to get customer service to change it for me.
Yeah, but they did it. They were, the person on the phone told me I couldn't do it. First person said I could do it, second person said I couldn't do it, and then I just emailed compliance and they did it for me. So they were really nice about it too. Um, and then let's see here. I'm going to show my commissions. So let's look at the commissions, so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here is the cycle bonuses. So that means that with my volume, so I had at least 330 on one leg and 660 on another leg 13 times, because I cycle bonus 13 times this week. And I can't believe I'm not senior director, because God only knows how much money I would have unlocked this week. I have no idea.
Working on it, Jody.
It'll come. It'll come.
Working on it, Jody.
It'll come. I mean, I keep, it's growing, right? Every week I'm learning more, and so anyway, so like here is like Anne Marie and Annie in my first line, they made cycle bonuses of this, and I made 25% of that. And then after I cycle bonused 6 times, I unlocked the second level. So these are people that are under people under me. There's Elizabeth, she's under Annie. Matt's under Annie, Jenny's under Annie, Robin's under Nolene. So these people cycle bonused, and then you get 25% of your first level and 20% of your second level. And actually, I think it's 20% of all the levels under you. So that was cool. And then I made the Diamond Fast Start bonus from Joey. And I think it was 200 because Anne Marie's not a manager yet. So her share went to me. So anyway, or at least I think I would have gotten 100. She would have gotten 300 instead of 200, I think. And then I would have gotten 100, I think, something like that. Anyway, so and I haven't enrolled anybody this week, and I'm still almost at $1,000 for this week, which is amazing. So
Right.
yeah.
So having the volume balance is key.
It is. And look at my period volume, and see, because I have a lot of banked volume on my right side. That's the side that LifeWave helps me with, and that's also the side that Annie's on. And so, and because she's my big leg, and but because of Anne Marie's team, because Anne Marie's team is on my left, that's why I cycle bonused so much this week, because
You balanced it out.
I balanced it out because of Joey, because she bought a diamond kit, and she bought 5 of the promotions in addition to the diamond kit.
Woohoo.
And then somebody under her
girl.
just enrolled somebody under her, and she did the same thing. She bought a diamond kit and 5 of the promotions, because it's over today, the performance bundle with the SP6. So
Crazy.
yeah. So anyway, so we're learning, and we're trying to teach people. you know, how to do this because we're figuring it out as we go because we didn't really have anybody to help us with this. Lillian took us under her wing, but you know, the person who enrolled me didn't know anything. The person above her was never available, and the person above her didn't know anything. And so, and Lillian's above that person, so that's who taught us, you know, a lot of this. But a lot of it is us just going to the meetings and asking questions and going to Dr.
Right.
Stacy's calls and watching the videos and looking at the PDFs and everything, and then building. When I built our website, I learned so much because I had to put it on the website, you know. But now with Jen's website, you know, gosh, that's a good website, you know, that she.
Yeah, the only thing that's missing is the testimonials. So yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on what you want to send people. If you want people to see testimonials, then send them to Start X39 now. But if
Yeah.
you want them to get an idea as to what to expect and how it really works, then send them to Jen's. That's what I reckon.
Yeah. And I think, I mean, our website is great for brand partners. It's kind of a resource for brand partners. It's not a good website to send new people because it's too much information.
Overwhelming.
It's too much information. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. And something's working. This is so weird.
So Jen's one, Nolene, is patchedyou.com. That's Jen's one. So the Start X39 now.
Could you say that again? Start X39. Start
X39 now.
That's a Marcy's. That one's
Marcy's one.
Yeah, that's the one that
START39 now.
Yeah.
.com.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the one that we've always said share. That one. I'll put it in the.
Okay.
Yeah. And but that's not Jen's. Jen's is patched. And I put
EDU.
I just put this one. I think I just put this one in the chat too. Patched.
It's actually patched edu.
Yeah,
like not patched edu. Yeah, I just looked it up. I was like, oh my God, I'm afraid I'm not going to get it right.
Yeah, it's patch edu. Yeah. So yeah. And it's just really, really good. And I think I sent it on Team Quan Ellen too, her site, because it's so good. Both of those are great to send new people that you want to introduce the patch to. And I usually Marcy says, watch the first 2 videos and tell me what you think. And now you can do that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Watch the first 2 videos.
Because one's 2 minutes and one's 3 minutes. They're 5 minutes all together. And now Jen's site, because she had the first video was 2 minutes and the second video was 18 minutes. That's too long. Now hers, the first video is 2 minutes and the second one is 5 with her. That's perfect. So I guess she learned, and I have a feeling people complained because her second video was 18 minutes and now it's 5. So that's good.
I had one customer that complained about Start X39 now, saying that it didn't tell you anything. It was not the kind of information that the person was looking for, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably because it only had X39.
And so many people that I work with, I want to make sure that they're getting the other patches. And some people, if they just want one patch, you know, because that's all they can afford or whatever, it might be energy enhancer.
Right.
You know, it might be glutathione. You know, it might be ice wave for pain. You know, you just don't know.
Right.
And you really want to meet people where they are, you know, financially and, you know, with their health. And, and, you know, Annie and I've been going through this traction marketing, and Allie, our teacher, who's also in my downline, she says, you want one hero product that's under $100 to, you know, to send people. And I'm like, oh, but I want people to enroll, you know, because even customers can enroll because they get a discount, and it doesn't really matter if they want to work the business or not because they benefit from it, you know. But at the same time, you know, I don't want anyone who really needs the patches to say, I can't afford a silver kit, so I'm not going to do it. Well, I don't want to go, okay, sorry, see you later. You know, that's terrible. You know, I want to make sure that you meet them where they are, you know. And if they want to buy retail, they want to buy retail. If they want to be a preferred customer, they're a preferred customer. And that's totally okay with me. Because I want to help people, you know.
Well, because you're servicing them.
Yeah, exactly. Because we on our Tuesday night call that we do on the patches, we had this gal Cheryl who is the daughter of a brand partner under us, and her mother gave her a sleeve of glutathione, and that was it. And she had freaking miracle stories to tell on even just the first week on glutathione. She couldn't believe the improvement she had on just that one patch.
Pain relief,
Yeah.
improved sleep, like a whole bunch of crazy
Yeah.
stuff.
And we were like, what? And I was just like, wow, because I started with, a silver pack and I wore all of them all the time because I was in dire straits. And so I needed help. But I don't know what would have happened if I just used glutathione. I don't know.
No.
So
So ladies, I'm interested. So in one of the testimonial photographs it's on your website.
mhm,
And it has to do with a scoliosis person. So she's
mhm.
got two ice wave on the left and two on the right, and they're kind of in a different configuration. And I've been on YouTube, and there's literally a 12-year-old video of teaching you how to place the ice wave
I know.
for
Oh, with
pain.
David Schmidt.
And I'm like, holy smokes, it's 12 years ago. I mean, that's pretty incredible. But I have scoliosis. I wore back braces as a kid. And I've got an issue with like my pelvis that rotates. And I'm like, it's just the other day, I was like, I bet you we can fix this. So anyway,
I know a protocol that can help you because I
okay.
had the worst pelvic pain you could possibly imagine that was for 2 solid years. And when I got Life Wave, I got the Silver Pack, but I didn't get Ice Wave yet. And then I ordered Ice Wave, and then I was using a lot of Ice Wave. And there is a book called Self Healing with Light, and you can order it from Sally. But we have the screenshot with Annie screenshot the whole thing. So we've got it in a screenshot formula, but there is a pelvic pain protocol with Ice Wave that is phenomenal.
Okay.
And it does take 8 patches, so it's 4 sets. But as
Mhm.
soon as you put that last patch on, it's like, I mean, it was like, oh my God, my pain is gone. And it's amazing. And what I didn't know at the time, unfortunately, is that you can wear um Ice Wave 24/7. You don't have to do 12 hours on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's not restorative. And so I wish I had known that because I went through a lot of um Ice Wave patches and I would take them off when I'd go to sleep and then I'd just be in so
Right.
much pain because as soon as I would take it off, about an hour later the pain would come back. But it got to the point where over time using all the patches because I used X39, Eon Glutathione, and X49. That's the
Okay.
four I got. And then I had Ice Wave on top of that. And that's all I used for the first probably 6 months. And then I started adding in when I started making money and I could pay for my patches, I started adding carnosine and Alavida and like all these other patches. And it just, and then now I don't have to worry about the pain anymore. It's gone. So which is amazing because I really thought I would never not be in pain. Um,
So how do I get the screenshots? Do I just, Annie, can I just drop my email here and
Yeah.
or oh, awesome. Thank
Actually,
yeah,
you.
if you're on Telegram,
she's on.
I'll message you directly.
Yeah,
You
she's
can
on
send large
Oh, I
Telegram.
amounts.
am. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm on Telegram. I'm
yeah.
I'm in the
You're in the
She's in.
chat.
She's
Yeah.
in patching.
yes.
Yeah, she's in her chat. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, and I can tell you like what
Huge.
because there's a if you go to the very end, it has an
Uh-huh.
index, and then it'll say when the pain protocols start, and then you have to kind of go through because they have probably 20 different pain protocols for different pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, gastric pain, like all kinds of pain, and it'll say pelvic pain, I think is that one.
Because it's like my pelvis is rotating, so one side is tight in the front and one side is tight in the back, and it's like my right leg wants to pop out of my hip socket. But this week, I have a 21-year-old. Well, she'll be 22 this week, and she's actually signed up under me, but she's not really working the business. But anyway, she's like, Mom, I feel sick to my stomach, or this. So I will so I've taught her from like when she was 10 years old how to muscle test stuff. So I just take all the little sleeves, turn them over, and she's like, nope, 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 yes, maybe, maybe. And so then we move on to the next level, and she's like, okay, because this morning I don't have any energy. I went to sleep late. I have to work a double. She's a bartender. I have to work a double today. And she's like, nope, the energy enhancer. Nope, that makes me feel sick to my stomach. And it was the Eon she wanted today. And then I went back through, and she was like, up, she picked the X49. So I patched her up and sent her off to work. But it's been fascinating uh, the other day. It was something about her stomach. She felt sick to her stomach because she thinks she ate something. And darn if it wasn't the X49 that just totally calmed her stomach down. Within like 2 minutes of me putting it on her, she's like, oh, where's breakfast? I thought, that's amazing.
Wow. Well, and
It's
it
so
could
much
be
fun.
it could be that she's suffering from major EMF radiation, because that's what it helps with, the X49. So that's very interesting. Very
She's
interesting.
highly sensitive.
I am
Anyway,
too.
quiet.
Yeah.
I will be quiet now. Noelle's got something.
Yeah, yeah. Nolene, you have a story?
Oh, she's just on a call. Okay, all right.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
she's on the
Oh,
call.
okay. No worries.
There you
Okay.
go. That's right.
She can say it in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting, Ellen. I love hearing stories like this because like everybody's different, right? Everybody's system is different and they react different to
Yeah.
different things. And some people can have a detox reaction to X39, some can have a one to glutathione. Those are usually the two that you would have a reaction to. But energy enhancer, I want to say Nolene she had a reaction to, I want to say carnosine and energy enhancer maybe. But what was interesting is Allie told, you weren't on that call, Annie, but Allie said that energy enhancer wasn't working for her and she didn't understand. And then she put it on the bottom of her feet and it worked like a charm. And so
Oh,
now
really?
that's
Awesome.
where she's going to use it. And I believe that's where David Schmidt, the founder, that's where he wears his. And I want to say he even wears two sets at one time, if
He
I'm not
does.
mistaken. Yeah.
He wears some on the top and some on the bottom.
Yeah. So he wears two sets when he travels. So
It it was hard for me to put, so because I have more flesh up here than the model. They're like, put it
uh,
right here and
you
put
mean
it right
here?
here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where exactly is that? So
Right.
that was
Just get
so
close. It's okay. There's
Close enough for Jess.
yeah.
What's cool about the muscle testing that you were doing is that I would never think of X49 for digestive.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
So I just think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the body doesn't lie. So, if you ask it for its innate wisdom,
Yeah.
it'll tell you. That's really cool.
Well, and I feel like our young people are really getting bombarded by frequencies, it seems
Oh,
like, from even where they're working or if they're taking public transportation or, wherever they
Or
live.
they just sleep with their phones.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Or if they put their
Or on
laptop or
charge too, under
iPad,
their pillow. Oh my gosh.
if they put their laptop or iPad on their lap or belly at night or
Right.
whatever, that's terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about.
Awesome.
Oh,
Nice segue. Go, Nolan.
Nice segue. Well done, ladies. You read my mind.
Can we see your lovely face?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
yes, you must.
Sis, you're
You have
beautiful.
to.
Why are you hiding that up?
Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. So I have to tell you, a couple of weeks ago now, I think it's now 3 weeks ago, a client came to see me at PHA. That's the place where we do community health hub, where we work for free, basically. And this young lady was sitting opposite me crying, and I listened to her telling me what was wrong with her. And the universe in the meantime was talking in my head. And I realized that I was seeing, and I've told you all this before, mold and radiation poisoning. And I realized there was something wrong with her thyroid because she was going into these incredible outbursts, trying to cut herself and all sorts of horrific things. And I thought to myself, actually, if she hadn't come to see me and she had gone to a medical professional, she would now be in an institution or drugged up to the eyeballs and beyond. Anyway, I got on my protocol, which you know is dandelion, and also I've put on the zeolite, and the patches arrived 2 days ago. And I got her on, and also I've got her to do some grounding. I got her to buy a grounding mat. Anyway, yesterday, I got a call in the morning from her to say that her boyfriend was leaving her. And I thought, oh my God, she's going to try and kill herself for sure. I've seen this all before. I know this so well. And I started to panic. I started to panic because now she's under my care. And I really started to panic a little bit. So I called the boyfriend. And actually, he came to see me. And he also was in tears and said he can't take her anymore. He can't. He hasn't got the resources any longer. He can't look after her. He can't do it anymore. He has to leave. And I was in such a panic. I can't quite describe to you. I mean, yesterday was my anniversary. I should have been having, fun with my husband, but here I was holding this client and panicking. And so when he left, she said to me, "Is he going to leave me? Is he going to leave me?" And I didn't really know what to say. And it was just the day before that I taught her how to put the patches on, and she'd had the patches on for one day. Anyway, I was in a flat panic because now suddenly she stopped answering me. And I thought, oh my God, do I phone the police? Do I phone the ambulance? I got to look up her LifeWave stuff to see where she lives. I really felt sick. I really felt sick because I thought, well, I'm going to be held responsible. Because maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I just went through a million different scenarios in my head. Anyway, I started texting her boyfriend saying, I'm worried about her. I need somebody there. I'm worried. Please tell me what's going on. Anyway, to cut a long story short, eventually he calls me, texts me to say, I'm there. I'm at the house, and she's fine. She's calm. She's fine. And I was like, oh my God, really? How does that happen? Anyway, she then sent me a text saying, oh, everything's okay, and they were fine. And she sent me a message this morning to say, I don't know how this has happened, but I'm feeling okay. I've slept for the first time in years and years and years, and I'm calm and I'm okay. And he has agreed to give me another chance because he can see now that I'm on my way to being well.
Oh my
And I
God,
cannot even describe. It
Nolene.
just made me want to cry. I honestly just wanted to cry.
God, it just gave me
What-
chills.
What patch did she use? X39?
I've got her on X39, I've got her on Eon, and I've got her on well, she's not on glutathione yet. Just SP6 was just yesterday was SP6, Eon, and X39, and I've got it with the Eon, not where we are told on the cheat sheet, but on her thyroid.
Oh wow, good.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Because
a
it's the
great
thyroid, the one
idea.
that's gone out of whack.
Right, because that would
I
calm
don't
the
know.
thyroid, right?
Yeah, exactly right. That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do. Is I wanted to bring that into calm.
Mm-hmm.
Genius.
And I tell you, I felt ill. Honestly, I felt ill. I was in such panic.
Oh
So
my
I'm
God,
so
I'm starting to
relieved.
tear up, Nolene, because I'm
I
thinking
know.
I'm feeling what you're
Um,
feeling because I'm thinking I would have been in the same boat where I would have gone, oh no, they're gonna think I had something to do with it,
Right, to take that
Exactly.
kind of
Uh,
responsibility. Yeah.
It was huge because I felt like I didn't make her sick, but because I'm trying to make her well, she's
Yeah,
under my care. And I didn't
right.
tell her to break up with her.
Yeah.
And I'm not responsible for any of this, but I felt so responsible. I tell you, I was in a panic, but I'm so relieved that she has turned a corner together with all the things that we've done. Oh my God. So
Wow.
I'm so grateful. And I mean, he came and told me stuff that she didn't tell me. And I just saw my own daughter 100%, everything that he said. So this mold and radiation poisoning, it is serious stuff. And what makes me worried is that practitioners out there are not
They're
keyed into
clueless.
understanding.
They're clueless about that. They don't even think it
Yeah,
exists.
yeah. And honestly, it looks like madness. It
Yeah.
genuinely looks like madness.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was my
Wow.
story.
Wow, that's
Wow.
amazing. Oh, I love that. That's so cool. And there's, every once in a while there are stories like that where in one day there's a huge turnaround. And I will say the sicker someone is, whether it's, physically or emotionally like her, even though it was caused by physical stuff, usually those are the people that see the most rapid results
Mhm.
because they are in dire circumstances and it seems to work quite quickly.
So you're right. And
Yeah.
one of the other things I wanted to say is that it happened for her at the same time as my daughter. So when she was 15 and when my daughter was 15, this illness comes to fruition. And the problem about it is that the people around think, oh, well, they're just teenagers.
Right.
Or, and it does look like, I promise you, because I'm a mother and I watched it, it looks like you've just got a difficult teenager.
Yeah,
You don't know what you're looking at,
I know.
Yeah, those hormones, right?
or yeah, you think, oh, it's hormonal. Yeah, it is, but you don't know what you're seeing.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So you said X39, SP6, and
Aeon.
Aeon. That's
Beyond.
right.
I've told her not to
That's
hold
a
on to the glutathione and bring it in a bit later, and then the
Yeah.
energy a little bit later, even
okay.
still.
That's a brilliant combo for someone who is dealing with emotional distress right there. That is really good.
Yeah,
That's really good.
yeah. Amazing, amazing. And I mean, oh yes, it
Wow.
is a combination because of course
Mm.
I've got the grounding mat, which is cleaning her blood, and I've got the detox from the zeolite, and I've got the
Mm.
dandelion supporting her liver. So it is a combination.
Yes.
But I promise you, even those three things on their own would not have done this kind of turnaround.
No, no.
Nolene, when you talk about the mold, is that a specific issue in your area, or is this, are you talking about mold from like dripping water?
So I live in New Zealand, and
Uh-huh.
we have it's a very moist
Humid?
country, very humid.
Okay,
It's a very
okay,
humid country, and it's something that was unfamiliar to me because I come from Johannesburg, which could not be drier. In fact, we ran humidifiers at
sure,
night so we could breathe. So not having this dryness as part of my reality, nobody in South Africa ever has problems with mold, has never heard of. We had to throw our humidifiers away when we got here because, of course, it was so humid. We had to buy dehumidifiers.
right,
So it grows in places that, because we lived in a rental accommodation and the rental landlords don't really care. And so the mold grows into the walls and you can't see it.
oh,
You
wow,
can't see it, but the spores are released all the time into
And
the air.
they're everywhere.
And the thing about mold is what I learned ultimately is that it ups your estrogen by 3%, three times your own estrogen level. So not only can you be taking xenoestrogen in other things like chicken, for example, but you can mold ups your estrogen level, of course, which sends you into this, like, it looks like you're premenstrual. So you're rageful and crazy, but you know that you're rageful and crazy.
hmm,
Do you know what I mean? Like you know you're doing it, but you can't stop.
right,
And it's exactly how she described it. And it's exactly what my daughter described too.
wow.
And I know how frightening it is to watch somebody doing this because I felt frightened myself when I watched it. And it is so frightening. So I felt for the boyfriend because he's watching this crazy woman. And then she was able to turn around. I was like, oh my
Amazing.
Well,
God.
and there's a Lifewave, a brand partner on YouTube, and I'm forgetting her name. I'll have to find her. And I think I told you about her, Nolene. And she suffered from severe mold toxicity. And the only thing that she did that turned it around was Lifewave. And she was really sick. And I mean, mold is such a problem and they don't really talk about it much. And it's the reason why our beloved Bob Stevens is no longer with us
Yeah, he
because
died of black mold fungus.
Mhm. He died of cancer from black mold. And we tried
He
to get
was
him on the
riddled with it.
patches. We tried to get him on patches, but it was too late. And I don't know if he even did the patches or if he just did a little bit, but yeah. It was, yeah.
Well, I don't know, you probably can't see it,
Yes.
Yeah, we
but
can.
it's 119 here. And the humidity level shows LL, which means it's so low that it won't
Well,
register.
Oh my
Won't
So,
gosh. So
register.
where
where are
are
you?
you? Where are you? Where?
Henderson, Nevada, it's like 15 miles from the strip.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. It is
yeah.
really hot there.
Yeah, it's hot.
So I bet you can't wait to move, right?
Yeah, that's right. Then I can deal with the cold.
Well, I know a person that was seeing family over the holiday weekend here in Redding, California, which is in way northern California, and it was going to be 119, and I was like, in California? I'm like,
And
what?
especially Northern
I
California. That's
know.
outrageous.
Yeah, but I mean, I lived in the Bay Area, and that's always cool, and kind of just north of that. But this is like kind of near toward Mount Shasta, but still, it usually doesn't get that hot there.
Yeah. I was in Southern California for a number of years, and it would get warm, but it would never get this hot.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
But I stay inside on days
yeah.
like this.
Well, and I'm in Texas, and it's not that hot here right now, so which is kind of weird. I shouldn't say that, knock on wood.
Right, right. We'll all knock on wood.
Yeah, because it's like been, in the like lower 90s and stuff. Usually it's way over 100 by now. So we'll see. And it rained too. So
I never thought about a humid environment. I know that that's probably the case, like in Hawaii
hmm
and Costa Rica, I think is very humid. Um, yeah, so the only thing that I know about mold in this area is like if you've got a leaking pipe or something you don't know about or things
yeah,
like that. But to
yeah,
think that it's in the walls and you don't see it,
yeah.
that's frightening.
Yeah, and Bob Stevens, his was like had gone into the walls and then under their floor where their bed was. And Nevada,
His wife died of it.
yeah, his wife died of it, and then he died of it many years later. But
Wow.
his it's very humid where he lived in Hendersonville, Nevada, Hendersonville, North Carolina, because it's very green and lush there. So there's a lot of moisture in the environment, a lot of
How do you
rain.
test for it? Can you
Uh,
test for it?
they found out after she died, after his wife died, they went somehow, I think they did a test and they found that it had gone into the walls and was already there, I think, in the house when they bought the house. I don't think that's the same house he lived in when he died. Was it, Annie? I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Are
But
there
yeah,
lab tests that a person can
you,
take?
you
for
can test
mold?
they have tests that you can order on Amazon for your home. And
Interesting.
but you can also have a professional come out and test your environment.
Now,
Gotcha.
I've had a professional come to our house. Our house is mold ridden, uh, and he tested it, whatever. He's mold professional, and he was like, "No, it's not that bad." I'm like,
How bad is not that bad?
I'm like, mold is mold, dude. Like, you don't know. I'm freaking out here. Anyway,
Hey
Penny, are
Annie,
you getting on top of it? Are you fixing it?
uh, we are not.
Say that again?
We are not.
Huh?
My because it's still I'm under my parents' roof, and so my dad is still a little bit cut it out. It's not that big of a deal, and he's all about the visual type of mold anyway. So it's just kind of like add it to the list and just cross your fingers, eyes and toes, and hope and pray.
Yeah, usually the ones that you can't see are the more dangerous ones. Yeah, we did a whole show on.
Well, our house it's not well ventilated. We've got double glazed windows. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and we're right near the ocean too. So it's quite there's a lot of moisture in the air down here anyway. And especially during winter, it's not good with all the condensation on the windows and whatnot. So I'm saving my pennies so that I can get one of the Wellness Brothers air purifier, which does all the things, it dehumidifies
Okay.
and all that
Good.
sort of stuff. So
Yeah,
Good. Good.
yeah, they've got some really good ones that they represent. Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
pretty good one in my bedroom, but I don't know if it does mold. I don't know. I know theirs does like everything, the one they have.
yeah, they've got like a
So
hospital grade
what
filter to their
Mhm.
air
what is
purifiers.
what does it cost, Annie?
I do not know, but it's a lot of
Oh,
money. So
I think it was 1400 US. I think that's what it was. The
was
high
that
end
the one
ones.
for the yeah, for the
Yeah,
household? Yeah.
because I asked because I was interested.
Yeah.
I think it was
Cool.
14.
All
I
right.
think they might have one higher end than that, but it covers a big area.
Yeah, yeah. So you just
Yeah.
need one, run it, and it'll do the
Yeah,
whole
it's like one
house.
for the
Yeah.
whole house. There's one that can,
Wow.
there's another one that might need two for, I don't know how big your house is. Normally, it looks like it might be pretty big, but you might have two, especially if you're 2 stories or something. But yeah, I was impressed with the price considering the quality of it and how big the cubic feet that it covered. I was really impressed with that. And they also have smaller ones for a room and travel ones and different sizes for whatever your budget is. But yeah, I can't wait to get all their stuff. Actually,
Right.
they have a grounding mattress and they have
Lined
um,
with silver, by the way.
yeah, lined with
Pillows and yeah, lined with
yeah,
silver.
and I think is it a lifetime warranty on that mattress or 30-year warranty? I can't remember,
It's
something like
one
that.
or the other. I choose to
Yeah,
remember.
it's like really um yeah.
Mm.
So
Time to win the lotto, right?
yes, exactly. I know. But hey, I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah,
getting
you're
there
getting there.
Right.
Yeah. We're
because
lagging behind a
Yeah,
bit,
just
but you're getting there.
chipping away. Yeah, I can see in
Just
reflection,
13
even
more
in my
weeks.
last.
yeah, it's
13
like,
more weeks doing what you did this week and you got it.
well, I know, and it's interesting because I'm looking at how you can tell because the next after senior director, the next rank up is executive director, and it's volume after that, and I have quite a ways to go with volume, and so because you have to have, I think for executive director you have to have 50,000 in what they call
Yeah.
GVU, which is gross volume something. And it's for it's um, a month worth.
Of that.
Yeah. So sorry, it's your last month is what they do. So and so if I look in, I can show you. Let's see, where's my volume?
Rod say you'll be PD by October, Jody.
Who does? Oh,
Rods.
oh, really?
Mm.
PD. Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So see, I was kind of hovering like, it was like 18, 22, 22, 23, 24, 25, 24, and then 28 this week. Like, so this week was the big bump up in my volume. And so that's exciting because it's like I'm continuing to grow. Like it's continuing to grow. We're hitting it. We're already hitting it, but I'm really going to go out and I'm going to work on the funnels and I'm going to try to do individual ones for everybody. Annie and I'll be strategizing this week to see if we can do like individual ones for people. And Jenny, like she did a live with Lillian. And after that, she signed up like 3 people or something, like from the live.
How?
Yeah.
Please, how did they do that? What did they talk about?
Well, they
had technical difficulties and everything.
It was kind of goofy. Like it wasn't
really was.
great. It was kind of goofy.
They're talking about cellulite
and boobs
going up in cup
boobs
sizes,
bigger, and butts getting firmer, and
oh my God, I've got to go there, obviously. Okay, I'm going there.
But I just like Jenny she just like turned on, like last week or week before, like she's just on fire and she's so cute. And it's just, so, we'll see.